Allow yourself to find a comfortable position, lying on your mat or on your bed with a blanket over your body and a pillow underneath your head. Take a moment to get comfortable, allowing for your arms to rest a bit away from your body. Perhaps support underneath your knees. And as you settle in, take a big breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Allow your lips to stay parted. Let your tongue soften as the eyes settle into the sockets. And we'll begin the practice of Yoga Nidra by taking in the most distant sounds that you can hear. Sounds that are outside of this room. Move from one sound to the next without attaching to any sounds in particular. Try not to attach to any sound. Move into the sounds within the space around you, your room. And drop into the sounds that are within your own body. As you move to the inner landscape of the mind, allow there to be a sense of safety here and a feeling of coming home. Tell yourself that you're going to remain awake and listen to the sound of my voice, and if you drift off, it's okay, come back when you remember. Begin by moving through a rotation of consciousness, placing the mind's eye into the part of the body that you hear, and if you can't see it or feel it, then silently repeat it back to yourself. We'll move through the body using pure white light, a light of new beginnings, a light of inspiration. See this pure light shining below your feet and watch as it begins to spread up through the toes, filling the soles of the feet and washing over the heels. It wraps around the tops of the feet, flowing through the ankles. It spreads up into the shins and flows into the calves. Pure white light, light of inspiration, light of new beginnings, flows through the knees and begins to fill the upper legs. It rises to the very top, where it begins to move into the pelvic floor, gently swirling, drawing the light up into the very tip of your tailbone. And here it begins to rise vertebra by vertebra, shining its light of new beginnings, its light of inspiration into each vertebra. It rises until it lands at the sacrum, and it shines out to fill the entire pelvic bowl. The light draws in, rising higher, and as it lands behind the navel center, it shines out to fill your belly, your low back, so that from your waist down, you're soaking in pure white light. And this light of inspiration pulls back in, light of new beginnings rises, and it lands just behind the heart center, shining out to fill the chest, your rib cage, glowing into the entire chest cavity, mid-back, and it pulls back in, floating higher. And as it lands in the neck, it shines out to fill the entire throat. It cascades down over the sides of your neck and flows over the shoulders, rolling down the upper arms. It pools into the elbow creases and flows down the forearms and over the wrists, pooling into the palms of your hands. And the light drips down to fill the thumbs, second fingers, third fingers, fourth fingers, and fifth fingers. It spreads into the backs of your hands, rising up over the wrists, filling the backs of your forearms. It rolls over the elbows and shines all the way up the arms, over the shoulders, through your collarbones back into the spine. Here it floats to the very top, rising through the roof of the mouth, a light of inspiration, a light of new beginning shines between the lobes of the brain. It shines its light into the conscious mind, into the subconscious mind, and into the unconscious mind. It floats above the brain, and then it pours out through the crown of the head, flowing down over the forehead and the eyebrows. Light spills into the eyelids and down the nose, filling the nostrils. It shines across your cheekbones and down the cheeks. Pure white light fills the upper lip, the space between your lips, your teeth, your tongue, the lower lip. It shines down over the chin and traces the jawline up, wrapping around your ears into the back of the head. And the entire body now is bathing in a pure light of inspiration, pure white light of new beginnings, the whole body together, the whole body. Now allow your awareness to rest on your breath without changing a thing about it. Feel how your body receives and releases each breath that you take. And gather this white light into a ball at the pelvic floor. As you happen to inhale next, the light will float up to the crown of your head. And as you happen to exhale, it'll float right back down, rising and falling to the rhythm of your breath. You can begin to count back from 27. The light will rise and fall. 27. You'll inhale and exhale. 26. And if you lose your place, begin again at 27. You can release the counting now. It doesn't matter how far you got. There's nothing that you need to make up. Remind yourself that you're going to remain awake and listen to the sound of my voice. If you drift off, come back when you remember. See yourself now standing in front of a golden door. You turn the knob, and as the door opens, you are met with winter. A huge field with fresh, crisp snow. You walk into this field, and there's a bench that you find a seat on, looking out at the bare trees, the way that the sun shines down on the snow, and it glistens. It's peaceful here. The air is cool. It's quiet as a white hare makes its way across the field. A peaceful winter's day. And before your eyes, the sun shines even brighter and the snow begins to melt, forming pools of water all throughout the entire field. You can smell the dampness of the earth, the warmth of the sun. You begin to hear the birds softly singing in the background. What's left of the grass is yellowed and brown. But as the sun shines brighter, the water begins to dry up, and the grass begins to shift, filling in the entire field with vibrant greens, thick, lush grass. And the birds begin to sing even more loudly. You can hear them beginning to layer upon each other. Your feet on the ground begin to receive a vibration of action deep within the earth. You can feel life below you pressing its way up to the surface. And sprouts begin to emerge in the field and in the trees. And it feels as though the entire earth takes a breath with you. A full inhale. And as it exhales, sprouts burst open and leaves shoot out and fill the trees. and flowers fill the entire field in every color you can imagine. And their scent fills the air. The bees begin to come out, and their buzzing softly calms you. They dance in between the flowers, drinking the nectar, carrying the pollen. The butterflies come out, just as vibrant as the flowers, dancing on the wind around you. And you are filled with a sense of inspiration, watching how life bursts forth. In this space of calm, of quiet, of ease, you can tap into the inspiration within your own heart, into the space in between thoughts, in between breath. To a space of unbound potential. Listen now for what your heart is calling for. For what inspires you to evolve, to grow, to move with more grace into your new beginning. And see that clearly written across the screen of your mind 3 times in your handwriting, in the present tense as if it's in your life now. Remove all negative words. Now allow your breath to deepen. Begin to feel some gentle movements in your body. Begin to stretch your arms overhead, rocking as you draw your knees into your chest and make your way to your side. And with closed eyes, quietly press yourself up to a seat. As this practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete, you can let the palms come to touch in front of the heart and bow to the heart, honoring yourself for coming to the mat and for having practice. Hari Om, Om Tat Sat. May you allow the light, the inspiration, the unbound potential that is always shining within your heart to spread out through your hands and touch every moment of your living. Namaste.